The man suddenly noticed something during the concert. This massive concert, packed with tens of thousands of people, actually felt like it was happening just for him. On the surface, he seemed like a gentle, caring father, but in reality, he was a serial killer codenamed the Butcher. The killer, Cooper, could tell something was off. He realized that for a concert this big, there were over 3,000 police officers in attendance. That's way more than any normal concert would ever need. Even more suspicious, guys wearing the same color clothes as him were being quietly escorted out by cops, one by one, just to be questioned. That's when it hit Cooper. Something was seriously wrong. Wanting to get out as fast as possible, he made his way to the merch booth during intermission. He had his daughter start an argument over the last souvenir t-shirt, then stepped in himself, all polite and friendly, to charm the vendor. While making small talk, he casually asked why there were so many police around, and the vendor gave him the answer. Cue movie flashback footage. The police had received intel that the Butcher would show up at tonight's concert, so they set up a trap. The entire concert was the trap. The man looked around more carefully, and finally noticed all the exits were sealed, but with years of killing under his belt, he knew he had to stay calm. He returned to his seat with his daughter. While trying to figure out his next move, a trapdoor behind them suddenly opened up. It was for VIP guests invited by the celebrity. Clearly, it led backstage. There could be a way out through there. He casually asked his daughter if she wanted an autograph. She hesitated, saying it might cause unnecessary trouble. While they stalled, the trapdoor closed again, so he had to wait for the next opportunity. He came up with another excuse, this time saying he needed to pick up a reserved t-shirt, but in reality, he planned to sneak through the employee corridor. Right then, some staff were heading out to restock. The man offered to help. Using the staff ID card, he got into the storage room, but it turned out there was no exit inside. So while helping move boxes, he discreetly stole the guy's employee card. What he didn't expect was that this guy happened to be a huge fan of Cooper. He knew everything about the murders Cooper had committed, and even bragged that all the staff working the concert were undercover cops. He explained that every time they entered or exited a restricted area, they had to use a code word. The man acted shocked, and smoothly got the code word out of him. With that, he slipped into the staff hallway, using the stolen card. But the moment he stepped in, he saw a SWAT team gathered, going over their strategy to catch the Butcher. Cooper didn't panic. He acted like he was just pouring himself a coffee, and calmly walked right past them, listening in on their plan as he went by. Before leaving, he even stole one of their walkie-talkies. Back in a quiet spot, he turned it on to eavesdrop on their communications. That's when he heard them describing the killer's physical traits. A white male, around 40 years old, with a rabbit tattoo on his arm. Cooper freaked out. He quickly grabbed a slap bracelet and used it to cover the tattoo. After checking the arena map, he told a nearby staffer he'd lost his bank card and needed to step outside to look for it. Soon, the man and his daughter reached one of the exits. Just as he was about to hit the fire alarm, a female officer's voice came through the walkie-talkie. If the Butcher tries to cause panic or trigger the alarm, make sure to let women and children out first. The police had really thought of everything. The man glanced up at the rooftop nearby, clearly calculating, then looked over at a worker manning the fried chicken stall. When she stepped away, he dropped 2 soda bottles into the deep fryer. When she came back and saw it, she was completely